Hello, YouTuber Wilbers! Birds! Hello! Sorry, I had a little moment of freakiness. So I've been having a problem in the weeds room. It seems like it's mostly around electrical storms. I've had a fair share of them. Although I'm not sure the first time, I'd go in there and of course my grow lights would be off in the weeds room, and try to figure it out, and I'd find out that the breaker has tripped. Now that wall, I have two walls that run, you know, down the weeds room: the south wall and the north wall. The north wall is the inside wall. The south wall is over there by the street, facing the street, and of course face south. The north wall has where the sink is and so forth, where it's wet. So there's I actually put two ground fault circuit breakers one on the north wall, one on the south wall, because I wanted it to not have a problem with being wet. But the south wall really doesn't get wet. It stays fairly dry, and the only thing I usually plug into it are the lights. Um, so at some point, the circuit breaker tripped, and I determined that it was the timer to turn the lights on and off. Every 12 hours they go on, and every 12 hours they go off. Although I've discovered that the microgreens do better if they just leave the lights on 24 hours a day. When they're time for the lights to go on, well, actually, the way I'm going now, and I probably should do it in a separate video, but um, I, I soak the seeds, I plant the seeds on the trays. I don't stack them anymore. I just put them out onto the racks, and I put a cover that has slots in it to give it ventilation over the trays for a few days, and then I uncover them and I let them kind of start to grow. And I don't turn the lights on until they kind of look like they're starving for some sunlight, and then I turn the lights on, and that seems to can't see my mouth move very much. The webcam I think is too far away, but yeah, then the lights stay on until harvest time. So I just leave the lights on 24/7, and I've kind of gotten used to it. Even though I sleep in the room next to it, they don't really bother me all that much. So we had a lightning storm a few weeks ago, pretty bad one actually, and we didn't really lose power for more than a few minutes, but we it did do some brownouts, and the computer is on my massive backup that you guys have seen a video of, and other things are kind of on micro backups, but then the lights were out again, and then I determined that um, it would only trip if I left the air conditioner on. I remember the air conditioner is in the weeds room. It's the only room in the house that has an air conditioner. Thank you very much. And so it would keep tripping if I turned on the air conditioner. I said, well, golly gee, I just lost an air conditioner. I took the air conditioner out. I kind of was going to try taking it apart, and I kind of decided it was a pointless thing because, like everything else, nothing's made to be repaired unless it's a table lamp. So, well, we just had a lightning storm. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. It was another really good one. We've been getting some really juicy lightning storms. If you like lightning, we have some really good ones. And I actually kind of like watching lightning storms. I don't really like watching them by myself. It's just a lot of things you just don't like to do by yourself. And so, at any rate, I just lived through it up here, and so it was a really bad one. We lost power for about an hour. I was on the phone with the electric company within seconds of the power failure. After about a minute or so, I go, "Yep, that's not coming on." I report the thing, and they had power back on in about an hour, which was really kind of amazing. But it probably was just a blown fuse. But later on, I go, "Wow, the lights are out again." So the breaker tripped again, and now it's only on there are lights. Lights aren't going to cause them to trip. Unless there was water flowing down into the light assemblies. So I think I realized that my big problem has been the ground fault interrupter breaker. And this is it. If any one of you have wired it, you have your hot on top, your neutral line, which is the white wire from the circuit that it's feeding, goes into the screw on the back of the breaker, and then this wire goes into the neutral bus. And that's everything looks normal, but it trips on occasion, and it trips with the air conditioner plugged in. So I started thinking about it. I said, I don't really need this $65 breaker on the south wall because it's not a water hazard. Now, the water hazard is anytime that you're going to be in contact with water and plugging something in, which is your sinks, your bathrooms, your laundry room, outdoor, everything outdoors has to be on a GFI. And you can question it, but you actually don't want to have your washing machine on a GFI. So that might be a reason why not to have an air conditioner on one also. So that air conditioner's been on there now for 3 years, so maybe it's been taking its toll onto this breaker. But anything outside you want to have. Now, a lot of people get by using, the plugs, which you can do. I mean, they're gonna trip. The only problem with the plugs is they're not as reliable as these. And this is actually, I think, in all my years of using these, which has probably been a good 30, 20, at least 20, 30 years. This is the first time I've had to replace a GFI breaker. Now, I have had to replace the outlets because they fail. They don't like to be reset too many times. But it's definitely worth having them in places of wetness, because you definitely don't like to get that little boo. And I've gotten those. I've definitely gotten those. And people think, oh, we don't need to put one over here. And then you're standing in the wet grass trying to unplug the extension cord out of the box, and the extension cord itself is damp, and you're getting this. Oh. I've had my electrical shocks over the years, working on heavy equipment for my career, and yeah, it's not something to play around with, not with a weak heart for sure. But so I just thought I'd share that cute little experience with you guys, and yeah. But air conditioner's running. It's noisy now, so I don't know. Maybe because I had the thing turned on its side for a little while, it's really noisy. But actually, it's cold in here today. So it's probably actually a nice day outside. I was out for a while today looking for things, but and of course I didn't find it. But it is kind of a nice day out. Maybe I should delete the yawning. Have a great day. Peace for enough for all. Food, water, clothing, health care, housing, education. Peace enough for all.